What's up to all the viewers out there? Much love to all the subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Sean Shaw, and I'll be doing your full moon, your full blue sturgeon moon in Aquarius that occurs on August 22nd. And I just want to speak on a few words about the full moon before we get started. So this full blue moon in Aquarius, sturgeon blue moon in Aquarius, it's the second full moon in Aquarius. The last one was on July 23rd. The second full moon in Aquarius in Leo season, to be specific. So again, this is giving another boost to expressing our true higher self to the world and to ourselves, accepting everything that's spiritual and makes us uniquely spiritual, really embracing that individual part of God that we all are and owning it. Not dimming our light down for anybody and not dimming our light down for ourselves because we feel uncomfortable about being in this new higher energy and really operating under it as the new norm for ourselves. So this is bringing more confidence into embracing that higher aspect of our living and of our being, our true being. And a couple of important placements is that Mercury will be direct in Virgo when this full moon hits. So it's bringing us more insights on how to operate under this new energy, new insights of more creative insights on as far as manifesting what we're trying to manifest in this world and being who we really want to be. That further empowers us to be our true selves. And also Jupiter is retrograde in Aquarius right now, the planet of luck and expansion. So if you've been previously working on things and they haven't been really progressing physically like you would hope that they have, that's because Jupiter is in retrograde. But with this full moon passing, we're going to see some of the fruits of our labor start popping out for us on the physical, as it's been developing in the spiritual realm, the etheric realm, the invisible realm. So that's real good news for all my entrepreneurs out there and all my people who've been pursuing different financial and creative pursuits, trying to create a better life for themselves. But yeah, now we're about to get into the reading. Just give me a minute to bring the energy in and we'll get started. Oh, one more thing. Also, the sturgeon is a fish. In this time of the year, sturgeons are in abundance. They've been breeding a lot or whatever. And the fish is a symbol of creativity and also spiritual wisdom. So you'll be getting a lot of spiritual creativity and divine wisdom coming in. Wisdom is going to be in abundance. Ideas will be coming in abundance through Mercury in Virgo. Mercury, the messenger. The mind giving us messages and telling us things. But it's going to be from a higher level. And also, again, abundance, money as well. So all my people who've been trying to manifest more money in their life, starting their own businesses or whatever, we're going to see a little bit of money coming in. So now we're about to get into the reading. Just give me a minute to bring the energy in and we'll get started. Thank you. We got the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we got the Two of Pentacles. That's too many right there. We got the Five of Swords in reverse. We got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Wands. We got the Seven of Cups. And we got the Three of Wands. Overall energy, we got the Four of Cups. So off the rip, this is a lot of easing and healing of the mind state and of your way of thinking, of our way of thinking. This full moon is coming in to ease negative thinking, pessimistic attitudes. It's really coming in to straighten out our mental, basically. You know, and keep us focused on higher pursuits, on higher ways of thinking by being in this divine energy, on this higher spirituality under Aquarius. You know, the shadow side of Aquarius is that Aquarius can be too much in their head and not making no moves and being discouraged about what's happening on the physical, as we all can at times. And this Four of Cups is saying, like, everything that we've been working for and wanted to see in our lives, it hasn't come into fruition like we wanted it to have, like we wanted to see it, like we want to experience right now or in the recent past. But spirit is coming in, and this energy of this full moon is coming in. It's coming in to give us, to show us what's really been happening. Again, with these divine insights and divine wisdom, it's been showing us what's been happening during this whole progression of what we've been working for, and it's also giving us more emotional and spiritual energy to keep us moving forward. And again, with this Jupiter in retrograde in Aquarius, some of the fruits of our labors are going to show, and the divine is coming in to give it to us, and it's going to give us a jolt, a new jolt and boost to keep going and to keep rising in consciousness and spirituality, and keep embracing the spiritual path. And again, this man right here, he's sitting under the tree, and this is symbolic of the Buddha sitting under the tree and gaining enlightenment. Yeah, you're not satisfied with what's been transpiring so far. You're not completely satisfied with what's been transpiring so far on the physical. But underneath this tree, you're gaining higher thought. And again, this full moon is coming in and bringing us higher wisdom and higher thought. It's showing us why what we've been working on hasn't come to full fruition like we wanted to, and it's showing us the areas where we wasn't even ready to receive it. We had more internal work to do. We had more spiritual work to do to really make the most out of our manifestations that we wanted in our lives. You know, if you get something too soon, you could break it. If you're inexperienced in that area and something happens for you, you know, you could mess up the opportunity. You could blow the opportunity. If you get something that you're not ready for, you could blow it. You know? So again, with this Jupiter in retrograde, it's been keeping what we've been working for and wanting in a sacred space until we're ready to receive it. And now we are ready to receive at least some of what we've been working for. And we got the Nine of Swords. So this is worry and anxiety about what we've been doing hasn't been working. You know, really scared about if it's going to work or not. You know, is this really worth it? Is it going to happen for me? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm in the wrong avenue. Maybe I'm on the wrong path. Maybe I'm on the wrong lane. Just worry and anxiety, you know. But now again, Mercury is in Virgo now, where Mercury is most comfortable. Mercury rules Virgo. So the mind state is getting more balanced. And some of us might have been even had fears about stepping into our new potential and stepping into whatever we're trying to create, our new ventures, you know, our new career paths. Whatever it is that's new to you. Some of us might have had worries about if we can do it or not. And if we can add it on to everything else that we got going on. You know, some of y'all got a lot on y'all plate. Some of y'all spinning a lot of plates. Some of y'all putting in a lot of work on top of what you're trying to create for yourself. A lot of responsibilities. And again, we see the water behind him, the waves and the ships going up and down, navigating through life and navigating through the spiritual path, as well as the physical life. You know, it really takes a toll on your mental, especially with the ups and downs and the unexpected things that's happening, especially on the spiritual path. You know, it really takes a toll on you. It really tests your will and your mental fortitude to keep going. But again, this man is skilled. He's skilled in juggling a lot of things. So you're still on your feet. You're still in balance. You're still focused on everything that you need to do, all the work that you need to put in to create what you want to create in your life. Even though your mental has been tested during this period, there's nothing you can't handle, including mentally and emotionally. So you're still on point. You've still been on point, and you're still doing what's necessary to stay on point and to see your goals come to pass for yourself. And we got the Five of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So again, this is that mental battle and that mental conflict. Really overcoming these battles, really overcoming the ego and embracing that Aquarius energy, that higher mind state, that higher spirituality, that faith in the higher powers of things, in your higher self. You know, while being on this physical plane of slow manifestations that you haven't been satisfied with. The 3D realm is the densest realm. It's the most gross realm. You know, it's the heaviest realm to be in, which means the manifestations come slow. You know, it's not instantaneous. It's a process. So you conquer these negative aspects, these negative ways of thinking about what's really happening for you, and if your creations are even worth doing, and if you're capable of manifesting what you want, and taking these new steps, conquering the fears of taking new steps towards new avenues and new ventures. Some of y'all might have fears of stepping into the limelight, stepping into a new position of recognition from a lot of people. Just to tie this into it with a personal story, to relate to this, like, public speaking has never been my thing. I've always been an introvert all my life. So this is something totally new for me to do. But I did it, you know. And every time I put out a video, I got better at it. So if you got fears on doing new things, just keep conquering those fears, because it's all an illusion. It's all in your head. Literally, it's all in your head. It's not real. It's only real unless you make it real. So if you're doing something new, just remember that. And every time you do face a fear and take another step forward to conquering your fears and doing something new, you're taking one more step to your liberation and freeing yourself from self-imposed restrictions and self-sabotage with this Seven of Swords. And some of y'all in the love department, some of y'all have fears in the love department. Some of y'all done cut some communication off with some people and not being honest with how you feel about them, because you're just going through a lot mentally in general, you know. It's not because you're trying to play games and shit like that. You're just going through a lot mentally and internally. On top of all your earthly responsibilities, you know. So it's a lot, you know, it's a lot. We've been going through a lot. But this full moon is coming in to ease all that. And to, again, make us embrace our true selves and our true feelings. And this higher spirituality is coming in. And it's giving us the strength to keep balancing until what we want is manifested for ourselves. Staying in balance and to balance everything out, all the responsibilities that we got to do. And we got the Ten of Wands. So yeah, this has been a heavy burden, a heavy mental burden about facing fears, conquering fears, having fears about being in the spotlight, having fears of expressing the new you, which is actually the true you. It's just new, operating under this new energy, and it's gonna be new to other people. You know, some of y'all, some of us, we care about what people think about us too much. You know, especially if they used to seeing us in another light. But see, this Aquarius full moon got the sun in Leo with it. So again, this is us expressing our true and higher selves with confidence, conquering these fears and embracing the spotlight, embracing our power, and staying true to the self, the heart, and the soul. So it's giving us more power to follow our heart's desires, and to be and do all the things that we want to be and do. So we dropping that burden, all them ones. It's been weighing us down for too long. And it's been work carrying this shit. You know, sometimes it's being in a human body and operating under human-based thinking. We carry our own restrictions. You know, we carry our own weights. Just because it's familiar. Just because it's a safe zone. The ego makes it a safe zone. The ego always wants something to cling on to. Just to feel safe, you know. To keep us in the same position that we always been in. But the Aquarius, this second full moon in Aquarius is coming in to destroy that type of structure. It's Uranus, rebellion. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. This is individuality. This is higher individuality. And with Leo is power with confidence. So we're dropping everything that makes us small and would keep us the same. Because this shit is all about evolution. Especially with Aquarius. And we got the Seven of Cups. Again, being in the dark about what's really happening with what you're trying to create in your life. And being in the dark about what's happening inside of us. You know, with all this spirituality, being on the spiritual path, you know, you might not know everything that's happening when it's happening. But you know something is happening. You just can't put your finger on it and identify what it is and how you can make it better. Spirit coming in with the juice in the cup, you know. It's coming in to give us those divine insights, to identify what's really going on with us and how we should move forward. And show us that the work we've been putting in has not been in vain. You know, all the different avenues, all the different pursuits that you had for yourself. You didn't see anything really happening for you. Or you might have seen illusions. It might have looked like it was popping out for you, but then it just slow up. You know, Spirit is coming in with this cup. It's pouring in these cups. It's pouring in these different pursuits that you've had for yourself. Again, with this Jupiter being in retrograde, some of this stuff is being held from us because we wasn't ready to receive it. We wouldn't know how to react when we got it. And when we got it, we might have blew the opportunity if it came too fast. Even if we might have thought that we was ready, just because we've been waiting for it and working on it, you know. Like they say, that old cliche, that old saying, patience is a virtue. It really is. And we're seeing that, we're understanding that with this Aquarius insight. And this Three of Wands definitely signifying waiting on our plans and our efforts and our fruits of our labors to pay off. Through it all, through thick and thin, through all the anxiety, through all the negative thinking, through all the mental battles, through all the responsibilities that we've been balancing, through all the emotional ups and downs, from the disappointments, from the optimism to the disappointments, to the optimisms to the disappointments again. You know, the waves of life, the ebb and flow of life. We've still been holding true to what we truly wanted. You see, he got his hand on this wand right here, signifying stability and rootedness in the plan and what you want and in the vision. And it's coming in for us. Again, with this Four of Cups, Spirit's coming in with that cup. The cup that we've been waiting on in the physical realm. And some of us that's really hard body in the spirituality. We've been trying to go to new spiritual heights. but we didn't see anything really happening for us. That's coming in as well. Again, spiritual and divine wisdom coming in for us, as well as our physical, the physical things that we're trying to create into our life. It's all coming in. It's coming in a good portion, I should say, to make us, to make us feel good about the whole situation and the whole process. Now we're about to clarify the Nine of Swords. We got the Seven of Pentacles. So again, this is speaking on the anxiety and the worry about the work that we put in being in vain. Even though we've been meticulous in what we've been doing, we've been really working hard, internally, spiritually, and on a material level, trying to manifest more money and build our own businesses and bring our creations to light. Hoping our businesses jump out, hoping our independent pursuits pop out for us, This slow movement and not really seeing what you want to see brought that anxiety and that worry. Because we all need money to live. We on the spiritual path, but we all need finances to sustain ourselves. And a lot of us have had worries about money, even though we fully committed ourselves to creating new money, more money, and making our businesses the best that we can make them. But it's paying off for us. The money is coming. The payoff is coming. Just stay focused and stay working. Keep making the necessary adjustments to make your manifestations happen faster and better and at a higher rate. Exactly. We got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Wish fulfillment coming in with this new full moon. I told you, Sturgeon, fish. This is the time of year where they are in abundance. New ideas from spirit and the higher self is coming in abundance to make our financial pursuits and creative ideas to make them better. And abundance and wisdom. And the money's coming in. These is two different feelings of having crossed arms. This is dissatisfaction. Then spirit is coming in with this full moon to give us what we've been waiting for. And now we're satisfied to satisfaction. And we're going to be proud of ourselves as well, that we stuck to the plan, that we ventured outside of our comfort zone. That's another Aquarius energy. We're stepping out of our comfort zone even more with this Aquarius energy in the moon, and then the sun being in Leo. You see, this is a very bright card, These cups are glowing. I don't know if you can see it. It's got like a glowish tint and hue to these cups. They looking like trophies on top of this man. And it's got a veil right here. So you don't see what's underneath these trophies. You don't see the work that this man done put in. But he done put in the work. You don't put in the work. spiritually, physically, and emotionally, and balancing it all out. Staying balanced, staying on your square during the whole process. You know, all they see is the shine, but you done put in the work and you're very proud of yourself. You done gained a lot of emotional strength during this process. And now the world is going to see what you've been working on all this time. The doubters are going to see what you've been working on all this time. The haters going to see what you've been working on all this time, you know. And it's going to be a real beautiful feeling. You're going to be glad that you did it. Now we're about to clarify the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. We got the Page of Cups. So with this conquering of the mental battle, conquering the fears, conquering the illusions, conquering the self-sabotage, conquering the hiding from the best version of from the best versions of ourselves, we're now feeling comfortable in that energy, in this higher spirituality. We're now flowing. It's an easier flow being in this new energy, this divine energy of our true selves and being one with our higher self. We're following our intuition. Again, Sturgeon moon, the fish in abundance. We got a fish coming out this cup. We're really one with this sturgeon energy, you know, being one with our higher selves and higher spirituality. That's infinity. That's where all the abundance is, seen and unseen, on all levels of existence. So again, an abundance of divine wisdom and understanding and divine knowledge coming in for us, making us feel comfortable in this new energy, making us feel right at home in this new energy. You know, this is actually like a fish hat that he got on. You know, he's looking real extravagant. You know, we're coming into this energy. We loving this new energy. This divine wisdom and creativity is in the mind. And it's also in the energetic field. So we loving this energy. We're seeing the artistry in it all. We're seeing the beauty of it all. And we're seeing how we connect and how we one with it. So we're just flowing in that good energy like that. And also for my people out there who's holding feelings and communication back from some people because you're going through this spiritual transition and spiritual transformation, not being honest with your feelings and cutting communication short and off. This full moon is bringing in new energy to embrace your feelings for this person. You know, you're listening to your feelings. You're exploring your feelings for this person. Because you're feeling easier in this transformation, in this new energy that we're stepping into. You know, you gotta be right with yourself before you embrace somebody else. It all starts with the self, especially romantically. So yeah, you'll have an easier time accepting and fully embracing the feelings that you got for this person. And with the Page of Cups, y'all might even be brave enough to send them a little message, a little communication. Again, we got the communication popping out with the fish, the sternum. So if you're getting nudges and intuitive guidance to reach out to this person, even if it's small, in new energy, go ahead and do that. Because that's further dropping this burden that you've been dropping some of the burdens that you've been harboring all this time and through this whole process. Because it's truly what you want to do. You know, Aquarius, being true to yourself. We got the Emperor. So this is saying that we are in control of our life. We're gaining a lot of wisdom again from this full moon. We're going to new heights spiritually. We're in control of our current situation. And again, some of us who have been holding back feelings for this person, we've been squeezing our feelings for this person too much while going through this process. But we got the water down here with this Emperor. This Emperor still got feelings, you know, even though he's strong and externally not projecting any chinks in his armor. But these feelings for this person, they still remained underneath it all while you was going through this process, and had to stay strong for yourself and tend to all your business and all your responsibilities. And if you got kids, tend to your kids too. You had to be strong for your kids during this process. You know, you had to make sure you was right and that your domain was right. That was priority for you, as it should be. But now this is saying we have the strength to engage romantically with this Emperor card, to go to new places and new heights romantically, because we don't went to new heights internally and spiritually, and found inner strength during this whole process. And I'm just gonna say it. Some of y'all been wanting to engage with this person sexually, but y'all been holding off. You see, we got the orange and the red and the yellow with the Emperor. He is the master of the lower chakras, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. So he's on top of all those chakras to do what's necessary to make him more structured, to make him more disciplined, so he can create what he needs to create first and take care of his priorities first. So, you know, some of y'all been holding back sexually from this person. And that's okay too. That's fine too. I actually applaud that. But again, with this Page of Cups, it'll make things a little more easier for you. You know, y'all might take another little step in y'all little connection. Now we're about to clarify the Seven of Cups. We got the Ten of Swords. So this is an ending of feeling like things are of no use. You know, feeling overwhelmed about all the work you're putting in, as well as waiting for what you've been doing to pay out for yourself. It's an end of feeling worn out and stressed about it, you know. And it's also an ending of, romantically, it's also an ending of feeling like going through this mental transformation and spiritual transformation. It's an ending of feeling like if you do embrace this person, they might put up an illusion or a front, you know. They telling me this, but you know, they might turn around and do that, the complete opposite. You know, thinking about the worst case scenario in a romantic connection that you've engaged with in the past, and that you retracted from because you was going through this transformation and this upgrade spiritually and mentally. So it's the end of this mental anguish, thinking about the worst about things, about what you've been working for, and on a romantic connection that'll just end the worst way possible on both ends, romantically and as far as your manifestations. You know, feeling like you'll be betrayed. It's the end of that way of thinking. It's the end of that type of consciousness. It's the end of thinking like you sitting here waiting on the best for yourself, but then the universe just leaves you out for dead. It's the end of that way of thinking. Bottom of the deck, we got the Two of Wands. Everything that you're passionate about, that's what you're putting your efforts into now. Your new world, the best life for yourself, what you see yourself living, that's what you focused on now. That's what you're putting your energy towards. You're leaving that bullshit behind, that pessimistic thinking, that worst case scenario thinking. And you're also leaving the old you behind again with this moon being in Aquarius and sun being in Leo. You all in on the most powerful and spiritual version of yourself, the most optimistic version of yourself, the strongest version of yourself, the truest version of yourself. You're leaving all that bullshit behind, all that fake shit, all that staying small, all that dimming your light, caring too much what other people think about you, caring too much how other people see you and have always seen you. That don't matter. You all in on your new world, your new life, and what you want to bring in, and what you want to experience. Now we're about to pull some cards on your love life. We got Unrequited Love. We got Release Your Ex. And we got Retreat. And bottom of the deck, we got This Could Be the One. That's very interesting. A lot of push-pull energy, and just like Aquarius is. We got Unrequited Love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is very much speaking on why y'all retracted in the first place from this connection. Because y'all had to get right internally and mentally. You know, some of y'all had to find y'all worth. Some of y'all had to do some self-healing, some self-love work. Some of y'all was healing a broken heart that you didn't even know was broken to the extent that it was. So you could not embrace this person on that emotional level like you actually wanted to. So you had to do what was best for you. Again, remember that Emperor came out. You know, you had to build yourself up. You had to build your own self and life up first before you can embrace the connection. So you retracted from it. You wasn't in the space to keep it going and to reach the peak of a romantic relationship or what it's supposed to be. You intuitively knew that you had to retract, and that's okay. You know, it's all about self-work. And we got release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. This is speaking in two ways. It's time to clear the negative, the anxiety energy between this person that you still had feelings for, was recently in a slight connection with. It's time to release those that negative ways of thinking, like it's the worst case scenario. Some of y'all might think like it's too late now, you know, because you don't know what they've been doing. You haven't been communicating with them like that. So you really having doubts about coming forward, even though you still got feelings for this person. And you had to take the time out to do what you needed to do personally for yourself and for your own spirit and heart and life. So release that negative way of thinking, that negative energy, so you can embrace this person in the future with this Page of Cups, and it can be in brand new energy. But when you're ready though, you ain't got to rush on nothing. It's when you're ready. And also this is saying continue to heal from these past bad relationships that you've been in. The one that broke your heart. You know, the one that made you feel less than, that you didn't even know you was carrying all this time with this Ten of Wands. Some of y'all might have still been carrying their energy from maybe years ago and didn't even know it. So it's time to release those exes so you can embrace the most recent one, if that's your situation. So you can embrace your most recent connection that you still got feelings for. And we got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. You've definitely done that. Again, with your most recent connection that you actually still have feelings for, you retreated from them too, to put in that self-work, that self-love, heal that broken heart. And some of y'all was really focused on y'all finances during that time as well. Really working a lot of hours and things of that nature. But now you're coming into an energy of being in your higher self, not being scared of those feelings that you have for this past person. You see, we got two people on this retreat card, and they just got married. So we're coming into an energy where it'll be safe to confide into this past person that you still got feelings for, that you put a halt on the connection with. You know, we're coming into an energy where both of y'all have done some work. Both of y'all have been on y'all separate journeys during this separation. You know, y'all have gotten wiser, y'all have gotten stronger, y'all have gotten emotionally stronger and better. So we're coming into an energy where it'll be safe to confide in this person and y'all spend some quality time together, just y'all. Because we also got, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this is speaking on every card that just came out on your love life. This person that you recently disconnected from, you internally knew that this could go far with this person. And like on a higher unconscious level, you know you had to retreat to work on yourself to make this connection the best possible. Because again, like I said earlier, sometimes it's not good to receive things before we're ready. Because if we do, we won't know how to react and what to do with it, and we'll end up breaking it. You know, you don't give a 10-year-old the keys to the car, even though they want to drive, even though they've been wanting to drive since they was 5. You know, it's a progression. You know, it's growth that has to be done. They're not even fully developed in their brain yet to operate a car like it's supposed to be operated. They're not even tall enough to drive a car yet. You know, you don't give the keys to a kid. It's the same thing with the universe. You know. So your higher self pulled you away from this connection before you drove the car off the road, and then it's a wasted opportunity. So y'all done met the person for y'all that y'all retracted from. Y'all been knew that. Y'all been knew that. And that's been weighing on y'all as well, because y'all been knew y'all got real feelings for this person. But again, we're stepping into an energy where it'll be safe and good for y'all to come together and spend some quality time together, really talk about things, and really express yourselves to each other. Just y'all two. Now we're about to clarify unrequited love. Yeah, we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So again, y'all knew the potential of this connection from the jump early on. It was everything that you wanted to be in. You know, you already had thoughts of investing fully into this connection. But again, y'all had to retreat. Y'all had to stop the connection. You wasn't in the right energy to embrace this connection. You wasn't in the right energy to fully invest in this connection with this person and build something solid and build the highest potential of this connection. Because this connection, this is the 10, this is completion. This is the most stable foundation of love that you can get and support that you can get, you know. You was ready to go all in at one point, but you know, spirit and your higher self was like, nah, it's not time right now. You got some internal work to do. We done showed you who this person is. Now you got to get right. You know, you got to get yourself right. Bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Swords. I told you. Going through this mental transformation, this spiritual breakthrough mentally. You're coming into balance. You see we got three golden petals on both sides. Mental balance. Mentally stable, and swords, communication. We're in the energy where you can be able to, you'll be strong enough and mentally stable enough to break the ice and communicate with this person. Speak your truth to this person. Again, with this retreat, confiding into each other. Just the two of y'all, and really saying what's real. Really speaking on what's been going on with each other, with all this time that done passed between y'all. The truth shall set you free. Again, we're going to bring this 10 of Wands back up. So speak your truth to this person whenever you're ready. Because we're stepping into the energy where the energy will support this. Because you've done a lot of inner work. The work that was necessary to come into a place to make this connection happen fully. Now we're about to clarify, release your ex. We got the Page of Pentacles. Release your ex. A brand new mind state, a brand new slate. Your slate has been wiped clean. You need to wipe your slate clean about all the past disappointments and hurts of the past. You know. And we see we got this man dressed in green right here, which represents the heart chakra. This is a brand new state of the heart chakra, releasing those pains again. Healing that broken heart, which you've been doing with all this self-work, going at it by yourself. So you can be in position to offer this past person something solid. This is the beginning of offering this past person something solid and something valuable, which you wasn't able to do in the past. Again, this is a Page of Pentacles. So this is just the beginning. You know, you ain't gotta go full throttle from the jump whenever you decide to make that move. You know, just continue to release the bad memories and the hurt that you've experienced that caused you to retract and work on yourself, and also get into a blank slate and mind state to where you're clearing everything, the hurt between you and this past person and this past connection. You know, because it caused both of y'all pain. This separation affected both of y'all. You know, wipe the slate clean and offer something else, offer something solid. The start of something solid and valuable. We got the Ace of Swords again at the bottom of the deck. Breakthrough, communication, truth being spoken. And this is the real truth, you know, not the half-ass shit, you know, like really standing in it. Really saying what's what. Again, mental clarity. Now we're about to clarify retreat. We got the King of Swords. And we got Judgment. So with this King of Swords, again, more Aquarius energy. Going to a higher mind state. This is signaling that you cut off communication during this mental transformation with these butterflies on this throne. You know, you had to guard your mind. You didn't want this person to infiltrate and interfere with the process which was going on internally. You know, you didn't want this person to, because you knew this person had a kind of a way of understanding you. You know, you already knew that. That's why the connection was so strong. And you didn't want this person to seep in and make you make any type of premature decision as far as embracing the connection and taking it forward and progressing it. You know, you didn't want this person to change your mind to make a move earlier than you really wanted to make. You know, so you cut all that off. But again, we got judgment, a second chance, another chance. Really thinking about the whole. You've been thinking about this person, thinking about the connection that y'all had. You know, the good times, the bad times, the differences, the laughs, the joys, the highs, the lows. Thinking about your love life in general, understanding why this healing and transformation was necessary. Answering your highest calling, being one with your highest spirituality and true self with this Aquarius full moon. And this is another chance, giving it another go. The energy is right for it. Whenever you decide to do it though, like I said, you ain't gotta rush about nothing. And it's gonna be relieved. You're gonna be relieved when you do it. You know, it's gonna be weight lifted off of you. You know, your internal self is gonna thank you for doing this and embracing the connection, having enough courage to do so. Cause you know, a spiritual awakening, it ain't no joke. Especially when it comes to interacting with other people, and especially romantically on the most exposed level. Romantically, it's the most exposed level. You know, when you're really real with it, you bare yourself to the other person. And you know, y'all really was in y'all head about that a lot too. You know, my Libras and my Virgos, y'all really been going through it. I can see it in y'all readings that I done for y'all. Y'all really been going through it, especially with this Lionsgate passing. Lionsgate knocked me on my ass. I think in 2017, Lionsgate really knocked me on my ass. And if y'all smoking weed right now, do it in moderation while y'all going through this process until y'all more comfortable in this new energy. Because that weed, because the marijuana, especially if you're smoking gas, it's gonna only amplify times 10 whatever's going in internally with you. I learned that the hard way on that Lionsgate in 2017. So yeah, if you're on the gas, do it in moderation right now. But yeah, with this judgment, it go right with, this could be the one. You already know it. And now you entering the energy to give it another go as the highest version of you. Now we're about to conclude the reading with some messages and guidance from Spirit. We got Inspire Passion. We got listen, most definitely. And we got hope. Bottom of the deck, we got seek. Inspire passion. Life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. So, this is speaking on the sun being in Leo, mostly. Light that inner fire, that inner passion. Go for what you love. Go for your pursuits that you've always wanted to do. Do something different with that Aquarius moon energy. All the things that you want to experience and do it. Don't let nothing extinguish your flame. Go for it. All your creative pursuits. Say what you need to say. Say what you want to say. Don't bite your tongue. Wear what you want to wear. Make your own suggestions. And don't let nobody deter you from what you want to do. And again, if you want to reach out to a certain person, it ain't gotta be now, but in the near future, go ahead and do that. Don't extinguish your own flame when it comes romantically, when it comes to a past person that you got feelings for. Don't put out your own flame either. And don't be in your head too much to put out your own flame in general, with whatever you want to do. Be inspired. Be encouraged about the present and the future. And we gotta listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. So again, listen to spirit and your higher self coming in with the messages and the guidance and the inspiration and the insights. Listen to your higher self. Listen to that subtle voice. Those subtle messages that you get being in this higher energy. Listen to it, honor it, and carry it out. It's going to take you to where you need to be. Take it to all the places that you need to be. And when you do communicate with this past person, listen to what they say. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't think they got an ulterior motive. Again, being in that mind state of the worst case scenario romantically. Really listen to what they say, and if it feels genuine in your heart and in your soul, go with it. Be receptive to it. You see, it's a woman on this card. You got to be receptive to what they saying. Be receptive to the energy that lies underneath their words. Some of y'all might have been skeptical about this person in the past when y'all first started y'all retreat and y'all were in some type of communication. This person their words wasn't enough for you to embrace them like that fully, because you still had thoughts about the disappointments from the past and things like that. So their words wasn't really doing it for you enough to have you open up to them, which it wasn't time for anyway, because like I said, it's all a process. But both of y'all have gone through y'all individual journeys through this process. So now their words are going to be right up your alley, Their words are going to make sense. They're going to be more true. The Ace of Swords came out twice, truth. There's going to be more truth being told between y'all two and being expressed between y'all two. And we got hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. So hope, this is signifying, keep that candle lit. Turn this candle right here into a full out flame, a whole flame that's coming from your heart. Hope and optimism about your future or what's coming in for you. All the shit that you've been working on that is paying off for you. And also hope romantically. You know, keep that flame alive for this person. You have kept that flame alive for this person through this whole time, you know, even if you cut off communication completely. See, it says whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. Some of y'all might have thoughts of that this person don't want to deal with you no more because of the separation and because of the length of the separation. You might thought they moved on. You might be thinking that they moved on. You might be thinking that they got some bad blood. But this person still care about you. Especially if you Libra or Virgo. Y'all specifically, the energy is strong with that between y'all. Not exactly dealing with each other, but for the individual signs of Virgo and Libra. Y'all have similar situations going on in y'all love life. And in y'all internal world and spiritual growth all tied together. So keep thinking about the best between this person, you know. Don't let that pessimistic attitude and mind state keep you from reaching out to this person when you're ready. Because more than likely, they will be happy to hear from you. And we got seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. Keep seeking your highest consciousness. Keep seeking your higher self. Keep listening to that subtle voice in your mind and in your heart and soul, which is your higher self, which is a fragment of divinity, which is a fragment of God, which is the true you. Keep seeking that guidance and keep listening to it and keep going to new levels with it. And that's going to make your transformation easier and more beautiful. You see, we got a butterfly right here, like coming out of the heart chakra, coming out of the core being of this lady right here, who is cloaked in purple, representing the crown chakra, divinity, divine wisdom. Keep seeking that divine wisdom in your life. And everything that you want is going to flourish for you. So that concludes the reading. If it resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you need your own personal reading from me, my contact info will be in the description. Until next time.